So, can we get you to come up the front? We're going to start a little presentation here. There's more drinks up the front here. So let me get started. Thanks for coming. We're here tonight to talk about two things. The launch of CorePendium, our online clinical reference text, which went live about 7 hours ago. Woo! And the first year anniversary of the Go program. Now, the first thing that's very important to tell you is that MRAP Go is a non-profit, but all of the drinks that you're enjoying and the food is covered by MRAP, which is separate from the non-profit, so I want to make that very clear. When you see Billy drinking $1,000 bottles of champagne, that's not from the non-profit. So let me start off and talk about the textbook, and then we'll get into Go. So this went live a few hours ago, and everybody loves an origin story. I want to tell you very quickly how this came about and what our plans for this are. MRAP started 18 years ago. It was just an audio podcast program. It was part of the Center for Medical Education. It was about an hour long. I did most of the content at the beginning. It was terrible. But it got better over time, and it got longer, and we involved more people, and we went from a few hundred people to a few thousand people to 5,000 people following, to 10,000, to 20,000, to now probably over 30,000 people access this every year. And about 4 years ago, we decided to really change the program. This is actually a picture from Chile. And what we did is we decided that we wanted MRAP to be a one-stop shop for your entire practicing career, from when you're a resident to when you're an attending all the way through. So we added things like the C3 project, which is really great for residents and people onboarding. We added incredible high-end HD videos with Jess Mason doing lots of procedures, but other videos as well. A whole board review course with Crunch Time. EMA, which was really the mother of all podcasts back in the day, is now part of MRAP. We obviously started the Go program, live events, right on prime for the rural medicine people and primary care. And we put all this together, and it's pretty amazing. Lots of high-end video now that is all through the program and more occurring all the time. People like Sarah Krager and Elsa Kitty involved in this, of course, Jess and Dave Mason doing their incredible procedure videos. And we've gone back to Rick, and now we're doing live events with Rick again for the acute care series and for the boot camp series. And through Go, we're giving this away to the world. In low and middle income countries, we're distributing this at no cost or low cost and helping develop emergency medicine throughout the world, which is the second part of what we're going to be talking about here tonight. But it wasn't enough. Something was missing. Something was terribly wrong. And here's the things that we've done with this textbook. First of all, we've created a bedside clinical aid. This textbook is actually two textbooks. It's one that you can use in the clinical setting right up front. When I just need to know the dose of epinephrine or how to treat thyroid storm, you get that information right up the front. So we created that bedside clinical aid. And then we created this textbook, which is a systematic review of all of the knowledge base that you need for emergency medicine. We just realized as we did a word count today that it's about twice the size of Tintinelli, and we're not even started yet. We're going to keep moving on this. And it also gives us this ability to finally integrate all of these parts of MRAP, all this audio, all this video, all of this stuff that we have that's hard to find sometimes because there's so much of it and there's new stuff every month. We finally now have a way to integrate this all together. So here it is. I'm so proud of the people who put this together that are in this room, the tech staff and everybody. Let me tell you a few reasons I think why it's unique, and a number of people have asked why. First of all, it's been created by emergency clinicians and is owned by emergency clinicians. We've got the best team we could. Amor Matu is our editor-in-chief. Stuart Swadron is our editor-in-chief. They got to get the best associate editors and section editors and chapter writers. It's really a who's who. When you look through that book, it's like, holy crap, that person wrote that chapter? That's amazing. We did this worst first approach. We did this aggressive timeline. We started writing these chapters 10 months ago. It's unbelievable. The textbooks that you see over at ACEP right now, those chapters were written 5 years ago, of the most recent textbooks. So this is pretty amazing. You've got this full integration with MRAP, which is there's so much of MRAP, the integration is going to take some more time because there's so much more we have to do on this. The continuous revision begins today, and so for the editors and section editors in the room and the writers, why are you here? You should be revising your chapters. What the hell are you doing? There's no advertising. Go is going to get to have this so that we can distribute this throughout the world. This is the thing that I'm most excited about with this project. And it's all part of MRAP. we were told by a number of people, you're out of your mind, you should sell this. Up to date is $700. You should be selling this for that much money. Like, no, this is part of MRAP, this is part of the core value of what we do. Let's just give it to people and put it in there. And so we did that today. So a couple of quick screenshots. I'm not going to bore you, we're going to go through it quick. Worst first, this is from the Thyroid Storm chapter. I chose this one because I can never remember which freaking order I'm supposed to do the stuff in. Do I give the iodine? Do I give the anti-thyroid meds? What's the dose of Esmolol? Because I never use that. So we put all that stuff right up front so you can get it immediately. Then you can go sort of for key concepts and key pitfalls that are right up front. You can link to important videos. For example, in the PACER chapter, one of the first things you see is a quick video of how to do a pacemaker. That patient's 5 minutes out, their pulse is 20, and you're like, I haven't put one of these in for about 5 years. Let me just see how to do that again. I ain't got time to read it, I'll watch it. We've also got these links to things like smart cards, which this is an incredible part of MRAP that people can't even find, but you can print these out, put them in the wall, or put her in your PACER kit. We've got a whole bunch of these procedure things that are now easily accessed. Super excited about it. And then when you get home, you got your glass of Chardonnay, and you got your feet up, and you're like, I wonder if that patient really had that disease that I thought they had. Let me read about that right now. And of course, through the textbook is some incredible illustrations by our professional illustrators. There's thousands of them and thousands more coming. They're going to be added every single day. We've got lots of other imagery and x-rays and EKGs, just so much. And again, so much more that is being added all of the time. And before I show you a fun little video that we made to sort of explain this, I wanted to shout out to a number of people. There's a lot of people that you know that are super famous on this book, and we don't want to shout out to those people because there's a whole bunch of people you don't know. Let me go through this list really quickly. Miranda Kim is our project manager. Through sickness, through having a toddler, through puking because she's pregnant again, she got this to the finish line. It's unbelievable. You will never get to meet Miranda probably, but she's amazing. Ryan Mooring, who's here, who's our COO. You saw him, the big, tall, handsome guy over here. This doesn't exist without him. Unbelievable. Our Silver Orange, our tech team from Canada, hands up. This is just part of the team. They put this together. I don't know how. Katie Cooper is here, put this event on tonight, who's about to become the managing director while Miranda goes off and has a baby. So thanks to Katie. To Sylvia, who was a big part of the production. To my wife, who foolishly 2 months ago as a nurse practitioner said, is there anything I can do to help? And I said, damn frickin' straight. Graham Smith, Jay Weiner, two of our illustrators, Dave Mason, who does our logos, illustrations, does lots of the videos, it's amazing. Josh and Bill, who are two idiots that are our sound designers who also put together all the stupid teasers. They're over here in the corner. Our medical journal editors, the same ones that work for the WHO, they're a great crew. All of the MRAP crew that held the rest of MRAP together while we were over here building this textbook. CC Herbert, who's the director of Go, who's going to distribute this textbook throughout the world. Dave Efron, I don't know if Dave's here tonight, he's spent his emergency medicine career capturing images, and we're using hundreds, if not thousands, of his pictures. So thanks to Dave and all the other people who've given us images. And of course, mostly thanks to our patients all over the world. That's who we do this for, and I'm so excited that this thing has been created and is going to get better all the time. So let us show you a fun little video from our two exceptional designers over here, sound designers.
See this incredible thing? Let me show you some of the key features. You access CorePendium here. Search is right up front. Approach to the crashing patient is right here. Key facts and figures that you need to know right now with the sickest of patients. Also, key concepts and pitfalls right here. Want to deep dive at home with a glass of Shardy? Boom! Right here. Want to see a video of how to do that procedure? Boom! There it is. Need an EKG refresher talk? Bam! Want to see the citations and other important links? Yeah! Check out our magic references. Want a textbook that updates every 5 to 10 years? Well, you're in the wrong place.
What's the matter with you?
CorePendium is updated constantly. Did we link to all the MRAP, C3, HD, Right on Prime, Crunch Time, all of the multimedia content in MRAP, right in line in the text?
Yeah, we did that.
Did we assemble the best writers and experts in the field?
Oh, yeah, baby.
CorePendium is the grand, unified educational experience and textbook that we've been marching towards for nearly 20 years. And it's only going to get better all the time as we add more content, more references, more images, and get your feedback. CorePendium, it fundamentally advances the MRAP program, and we believe it is fundamentally going to change your practice and your education. Introducing CorePendium, the searchable, continuously updated clinical reference text for emergency medicine, written by the experts in the field. And it's all part of your MRAP subscription.
It's huge.
Take a bow, boys. Take a bow. Nice work. So I can't tell you enough. This really fundamentally changes MRAP and what we are in the world and our ability to help educate across the planet. So I couldn't personally be more excited about what's going on. So let's talk a little bit about the GO program, and then we're going to meet some very interesting scholarship winners from across the world. So MRAP Go is now a year old. We launched last year. We've been giving away MRAP and doing stuff throughout the world since we started, but this formalized the program. And as Billy says, this is a hypothesis. We're just trying to work out who we are in the world, but I think we're starting to get a much better feel for it. So through MRAP Go, we provide scholarships for clinicians across the world. We also give access to education by giving away free MRAP, but at the same time, we also send outreach. We send tremendous faculty, many of them are here, to go and work with people across the world, and we've done it in lots of places. We'll tell you about it in just a second. So our MRAP faculty is pretty long already, and here's just a list of some of the main players. Billy is our Director of Education, and I want him to come up here and tell you about what we've done this year, and then we'll meet some of the fellows. So Billy, take it away.
Thank you. All right, let's talk about MRAP Go. And again, just because we've been talking about the MRAP businesses and all of that stuff, I need to be really sharp and clear about this. MRAP Go is a nonprofit, 501c3, independent board. It is independent of ACEP. It is independent of MRAP in terms of its functioning. We are not trying to make money on this. We are giving stuff away. We are reaching out. We are hoping to build community resources. And really, it's about people, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. There we go. So, scholarships. We have done a lot of scholarships so far, and we'll talk about the people who are here. But these are some of the countries we've been to. I will apologize that some of this looks a little Latin-centric, and that's because I'm the medical director, and my focus in our world is what I call T to T, which is Tijuana to Tierra del Fuego. But there are other parts of this. We're partnered with Partners in Health, and you'll see that we have a bunch of people from Haiti here and have done some stuff there. There's an Afro-Caribbean group. We have people from Poland here, and we're reaching out to countries that are doing things elsewhere. We have given some stuff to Sri Lanka and Fiji. So don't think we're necessarily Latin America-centric here, although it may seem that way. We're just getting started, and we've got lots more to do. In fact, as we reach out and start getting involved, the problem is we don't have unlimited budget yet, but we'll get there. So we have brought 50 doctors to EM conferences all around. So right now, for maybe you heard about, there's this conference happening in Cartagena, which is developing EM. That's a developing EM group. We're helping with that. We're a cross-pollinator. There's been conferences. We just came back from Chile for the Conceptos conference. We're a cross-pollinator. We brought in scholarship people. We brought down help. And so this is sort of the function of this. We view that as MRAP Go forms, that it will be, yes, there's societies like Flamme, and yes, there's societies around the world and these others, but we see a consciousness of emergency medicine developing. When I look at Central and South America, there are 100 residency programs. They got nowhere to publish. They barely meet. We really want to see that fixed, and we think that MRAP Go can really help make that happen. But we've brought doctors all over, from down there up and from up here down. One of the things, just in terms of concepts that I really care about, and I gave a slide, I put a slide up when I was in Chile a month ago, and the last slide of my talk about MRAP Go was, less gringos is more. Yes, the fat gringo can come down and give you their opinions about this or that or the other thing, but what we really need is a lot more South-South. We have strongholds in South America, in Chile, in Colombia, and forming in Brazil, and we envision a world in which we'll continue to go there, they'll continue to come here, but there'll be much more vibrant South-South collaboration. South-South is sort of a business term that the World Bank has advocated for, but no one has really applied it to the medical community and to medical education, and we really want to be a promoter of South-South. In the last year, we've sent faculty to Kenya, Haiti, Guatemala, Chile, Costa Rica. We have Cartagena coming. We have Abrameje in the next year. That's in Brazil. You should come with us. We have more fun. And I mean it. We have a lot more fun. We meet more interesting people. We meet people who change our lives. It's really worth becoming involved, and we hope you'll follow along, come with us, and play. We have granted subscriptions of MRAP to 350 clinicians all over the place. And for 800 clinicians who, when we go there, they're like, you know, MRAP Go sounds really cool, but like the Wi-Fi doesn't work. Like we don't have the net. You're like, what? So we give them GME and a stick. 800 of those have gone out in places like Sri Lanka, Fiji, other more remote places. We're not going to let technology stand in our way, but we're certainly going to bring that technology where we can. We're creating Spanish language content. We have plans to do some French language content. We may get to some Portuguese language content. We don't know what our limits are yet. It's a hypothesis, but we're eager to get moving. All right, let's talk about who's here tonight. And we are really excited about this. I wish Brina's not here by chance, is she? Brina Tyra? Brina presented some data to the international section where she described that even if we offered to waive all fees for ACEP, how much would it cost someone to come here from a low or middle income country? And I want to focus on the low income countries because it would cost them 3 months' salary to come to ACEP. That's obviously it's not happening. So MRAP, which fills in on the backside, ACEP waives the registration. We help with the travel and the airfare and the registration and provide them a home base when they come. That's our scholarship program. And I would like to introduce you to our scholars this year who come from 6 places, and I want to get going. So let's start with, and please come up. We have a little certificate that says you got a faculty development award or a scholarship award. Why would we bother with these awards? Because they're lines on CVs for doctors in countries that have difficulty getting these things accomplished. So we see even these things as important. So Dr. Alexandra Obila from Puerto Rico. There you go. Oh, I get hugs. I don't do it for the hugs, but it would be. Okay. And also she got a challenge coin, which is not to imply that we're military. I know most of you know challenge coins from the military. We have some challenges in front of us. We recognize those. Challenge coin and certificate. Dr. Beatrice Sanchez B, come on up. Thank you so much for joining us. Boom, boom, boom. Dr. Jean-Jose Moncriquet, I'm saying it wrong. Moncriquet. Yeah, from Haiti. Fantastic. Dr. Wessner Jr. Jacotin. Thank you, man. I don't know if I said it right. Dr. Jesus Martinez Oliva. Thank you for coming so much. Dr. Yasmin Areli Corral Bourbon. Thank you for coming. Dr. Mikhail Dworzinski. Thank you. And there's your challenge coin. Coming in, coming in, coming in. Dr. Dorota Rutowska. Rutowska. Almost. Almost. Thank you for coming. Dr. Joaquin Cordera from Peru. Thank you so much. Dr. Robert Inga. Thank you. Where's his coin? Dr. Manlang Acon Fernandez. Your coin. Thank you so much. Dr. Danielle Mario Cubero. Coming over. So these are our scholarship people for the year. I'm very excited to have them here. I can tell you from years of experience working in the international community that really what it's about is investing in the people. We are already recycling people that we've seen as scholarships and doing other things with them from Haiti and elsewhere, and we're very excited about this. I've spent almost 25 years working in Chile with the Catholic University and with the University of Chile, and it really is, in the end, it's about the people. And we see you guys up here as the beginning of a relationship, which is not just that you came to ACEP and you went back. We will call on you all in the future to do more with us, and I mean that. We will call on you all. We have your names. We know where you live. We will track you down. We will see your downloads from our sites. Everybody, I give you the Scholarship Award winners for ACEP 2019.
Thank you. All right, you guys can go back. You can go sit down now. Thanks, Billy. I want to end tonight with a short video that explains GO.
The world needs emergency medicine. In high-resource communities, emergency medicine has developed rapidly, but in other parts of the world, there's a long way to go. Many emergency departments are EDs in name only because they are staffed by clinicians with no emergency medicine training, and that's unacceptable. EMRAP Global Outreach wants to change that. Our mission is to help accelerate emergency medicine education around the world by supporting those that are already forging this path. We do this in 3 ways. First, outreach. Our outreach initiative sends expert emergency medicine faculty around the world to teach and mentor aspiring emergency physicians, especially doctors already teaching emergency medicine in their own country. Our goal is to teach the teachers. EMRAP Go has already sent faculty to Kenya, Uganda, Haiti, Costa Rica, Chile, and Guatemala. Second, scholarships. In many countries, the pioneers of emergency medicine are brilliant local doctors, but they are practicing without access to the larger emergency medicine community. Through our scholarships initiative, we sponsor select doctors, bringing them to the biggest and best emergency medicine conferences in the world. Here they can learn alongside their international peers and get energized by sharing their experiences with fellow emergency medicine clinicians. Third, education. We provide free access to all of the EMRAP educational tools, and we're spreading the knowledge further. We're translating content to reach non-English speakers, plus repackaging delivery of our content to reach healthcare providers that are working off-grid. Finally, EMRAP pays for all the administrative costs. That means 100% of your donations go into paying for these initiatives directly. Help support EMRAP Go, because all the world needs emergency medicine now.
So, thanks for coming. Go check out the textbook. Give us your feedback. Enjoy your evening, and thanks to all the scholars and all our international friends. Thanks for coming. See ya.